I've been asked to give a very informal review on the graphics software for FAMLi. Here you see my two screens. Nothing on them, no shortcuts. Everything is nice and clean. When you get FAMLi and unzip it, put it in the C folder like this. Inside the C folder, you will find instructions. Open up the instructions, read through it very quickly. There's nothing big here to be complicated. And load FAMLi up. The next thing you'll do is click on FAMLi. It will ask for a password. In this case, it will be a semicolon until you change it to something better and more secure. FAMLi now is up. You have places to go that are all preloaded. This is a website to find out where all the robocalls are coming from. Here we've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Here I've got a access to my temp folder, keep everything nice and clean. These for internal files. Do anything you want, label them any way you like. Here we have another graphic. You can put any picture up here that you want, but then you have to put in words or some letters like this, match it with the color so it's as close to the color as possible. For example, you wouldn't want that. But then when you click on it, we've included a accounting program. Now this accounting program is pretty simple. You can change what you're keeping track of up here. It's all computed. We have a running P&L here. You can keep multiple years, multiple banks, PayPal, accounts due in, monthly withdrawals so that you don't get surprised. FAMLi Beans is the name of the program for bean counting. Most all of these are going to be active except some of the internal ones like downloads. Downloads is probably going to be something you have to change because I don't know where your downloads are. And when you have a different type of computer, Windows 10, Windows 7, things are going to be in a different spot. So go ahead and highlight it. Go to the hyperlink. Go to downloads. In this case, I'll just go to my C drive and downloads. Now, if I want the folder, I have to do a hack, and that is go ahead and click on something. Now you see I've got the downloads folder, that's what I want, but I had to click on a file for it to load up. Because if I just click on the folder, it won't. Now if I back off that file, hit apply and OK, I am now good to go. We have these little bumps here. Every time you make a change on the graphics, you'll have to hit escape to make them go away, or click this arrow down here. Now when I click on downloads, I get what I want. That's the same for any of these. All of these can be moved anywhere you want. This can be moved. Here we have a travel checklist. This is if you're traveling and you want to keep a note on what to bring and the regular stuff you want to bring, you can. Put it down here if you don't want to see it every day. You can put banking down here, laptop, hyperlinks, websites, data, folders, all of which would go into your family tree. If you don't put it in your family tree, it's not going to work. So you'll want to put in a folder and have stuff. You could say laptop stuff. Now everything that you want will be in here. And you can travel with it. Very convenient. Same with pictures. I click on this, nothing's going to happen. Oh, it did happen. Silly me. All right, this is all about family and some pictures. I guess I've worked on this long enough that I made some of the hyperlinks work. C drive, there you go. I actually have to put this in because this was a new install, so I'll highlight it. I'll go up to my hyperlink, go to my document, and everybody knows how to point. I go to my C drive. Now again, I'll click on a file, but I'll back off that file. So I just stay with the C drive. I got my bumps again, so I'll click the arrow. Now I have my C drive. There isn't anything in here that isn't complicated. Once you've done it for a little bit, you'll be in great shape. We have different desktops for you. Anything you want is all drag and drop anyway. Choose whatever is your fancy. The hyperlinks on every one will have to be fixed unless you've copied them over. Here we have a to-do list. Keep everything in one place. That's the whole idea. I like this to-do list better. I break out projects, calls, things I need to buy, notes I want to take real quick. I'll just do an Alt-I-D-D and I can go ahead and make some notes. Nope, I don't want to keep it. Now, the reason why FAMLi was designed was for a timeline. I want to know what I did, what it was about, when it happened, the hours I spent, some kind of a tag to let me know if it was electrical, software, whatever I might be doing, any expenses that I had, any income that I made, and then finally profit that resulted from the efforts. All these are the same. They're just a little bit different in terms of how they appear. They're all computed, ready to go. This is a travel matrix, very much like the one on the front page. This allows you to just put in date, time, where you were, card number, and what you spent your money on, and here's a total up here. So in FAMLi, we actually have a travel matrix right here that you can carry separately and keep track of. And when you're done, you can highlight the whole thing with a summary and send it off to somebody. So these are all the same. We just got through the personal expenses. We threw in an entertainment section too. Going back to the top, you can rate movies. Keep track of what shows you're watching on what channels. Amazon, Netflix, CBS, YouTube. Movies that you want to see or want to find, you can keep track of them here. Alternative places. These are all ready to link up and to watch. Something science-y. Whatever you want to watch. Whatever tickles your fancy. Redbox, and more YouTube and Vimeo. So that's all included and ready to go. Then this is about FAMLi. Read up on this. It'll tell you a little bit more about what's going on. The graphics are very simple. This is a video tutorial. If you get stuck, it'll tell you a little bit about it and how to handle it. And that's all there is on FAMLi. Greater detail is available at famlisoftware.com. Much greater detail. You can go there and find out many more questions and uses for FAMLi. This was to give you a little bit of familiarity with the graphics. I'll end by creating something. I go down to the text tool and type in something, anything, data. I'll highlight it, do a Control A. I'm going to bold it. I'll change the font to something prettier. And then I'll give it a hyperlink. We'll go someplace internally. Let's just stay in the family tree. And I'll go to the checklist. Hit apply, OK. And as soon as I get this, I get my bumps again. So I'll just hit escape. Don't like the color? Make it something more visible. And again with the bumps, I just hit escape. And now I've got access to where I want to go. It's really that simple. It's a lot less complicated than setting up an accounting program. And once you do it 2 or 3 times, it'll be yours forever. Any application you have, anywhere you want to go on the net, anywhere you want to go on the cloud, within your network, it's all available to you from one page. I know exactly what I've done with this client. I know what it's cost me. Or this client, or this client, or this client, or this client. I can go back and forth between people. I can keep fancy notes. I can say, look at this. I can be very detailed in whatever I want to do. So that's FAMLi. Anything else can be answered very quickly in an email. I'll even make short videos if you're having a problem. And another alternative is you can send me your FAMLi, and we will address the problem if you have difficulty. But believe me, you won't. This is also a really cool website. Go anywhere you want to go, just type it in, and it'll give you times and distances. All right. That's the end of the FAMLi review. It's not intended to be complete by any means, but it will give you some better familiarity with the graphics. Nope, don't want to save anything. We'll see you online.